thanks for stopping by. I like to preface this video by saying it is not a knitting tutorial, but a means to have something playing in the background while you work on your own project. If you're like me and really enjoy having something on while you work, sometimes the content you like is very visually engaging and you're several hours in and haven't gotten nearly as far along in your project as you would have liked to, so that's where I come in. If you're new here, welcome, and if you're returning, welcome back. We are continuing with the Mitt the Family pattern. I keep wanting to say Jolie Mimi cardigan, but that's another series that is a playlist that is currently on hiatus at the moment just because we're working on this. But yes, this is the Mitt the Family pattern by Neish Design. If you care to follow along, the pattern is available for purchase and the link to that pattern is in the description box. So if you care to follow along, join us, go ahead. You are more than welcome to. But at this point, we are pretty much toward the end. However, I am knitting a few times a day in chunks, so you are probably going to be zipping through this a lot faster than I am because I am only working on it when I'm filming with you guys. It's currently Sunday evening. It's about 6:30, yeah, 6:26, and yeah, I thought I would take advantage of a little bit of the natural light that I still have left in the day. So no overhead light, no softbox. We're just going with what the window is providing us, which is a stark shadow where there's light and there's dark. But we're just gonna go with it. Really, what we're focusing on is this project. Now, if you are just now tuning in, there is a playlist available so you can see start to finish me working on this pattern. I already finished the first mitt, and this is the second. Obviously, I guess unless I was knitting for like an octopus or maybe a person with only one appendage, then maybe I only make one, but this is for me. I stated earlier at the beginning of the series that I was going to knit this pair for myself, get a feel for the pattern, see how it goes, and then if I feel like I'm pretty confident with it, then I could do it for Christmas gifts because I have several relatives that I need to make presents for. And, you know, I decided that I wasn't going to make this one as a present. At least this particular pattern, I really wanted, see I have like two colors here. I wanted to have the thumb isolated to be the same color as the cuff just to add a little bit more pizzazz to the pattern. But because of how the gusset is formed for the thumb, I would have to bring this other yarn all the way up and carry it along the back. However, if you are also just tuning in, this is a reversible pattern, and I only I knew it when I first saw the pattern. I wrote everything down because I don't have a printer, so there's like a whole like backstory to why I have done what I've done. But considering that it's reversible, I really did want an accent accent cuff, and in doing so I have this weird little jump and the back of the pattern where it clearly has peaks of the blue poking through the purple because it's garter style in there. So it's not going to look good when I turn it back inside out. So I probably should have, I actually like the inside better too, to be honest. The seed stitch on the outside's fine. It's just, if I had my choice, I would have preferred to have it the other way. So, you know, if I made this again, I would do the reverse where I would probably bring my yarn out somehow so that this side is the one with the weird integration, like separation. Integration, separation, isn't that an oxymoron? Those are two different things. But the part where I incorporate the other color to the purple, I would have done something to make sure that I wouldn't see that on the side that I think is more appealing to me. here we are anyway, so these will just be for me. And one day it'll be cold, and one day I will be going outside more often and going to work and stuff, and then I can have these in my pockets. There's another pattern that I didn't buy it, but Pearl Passion I follow her on Instagram, and I bought another pattern of hers, but earlier, I think it was last year, she said, hey folks, comment below with your favorite pattern and I will gift it to you. And there was this coffee and cream mitten pattern, like full on mitten, that I really thought was cute. Like the colorway was really so appealing to me, and she gifted that to me. So I have it in my Ravelry library, and I'm just waiting for a little bit more stash busting and some other projects I have lined up before I can do that one. But I'm really excited to make those mittens for myself one of these days. It'll probably be later next year, just because I have to get all of my holiday stuff ready. And here it is, almost September. Can't believe it. My birthday month is coming, guys. My birthday month is September, and I asked a few videos back, but I think it's worth campaigning again, just if you hadn't seen it or hadn't watched to that part of the video where I talked about it. But my birthday month, I would love if you guys could tell me about some brands, some products that really interest you, that are of the knitting persuasion. And I'm going to gather as much as I can of a list of suggestions, and then so in my birthday month I'll make some purchases based on, you know, what you guys have told me you really like, and, you know, price wise and all that stuff will be factored in. But if you want, I think I can't remember what I've titled it. I would say I'll link a card, but I can't guarantee I'll remember to, so check my channel. I do have a birthday month haul back in October of 2019 where I talked about all of the stuff I bought during my birthday month, and if any of the items had been suggested and things like that. And I had a lot of fun with it. I have a lot of things on my list now of like what I want to buy, but I'm hoping like I won't have to buy it all myself, and maybe my partner will be like, hey, I don't know what to get you this year, what would you like? And then I can send them like a wish list of some stuff I want. But you know, it is what it is. If you're at that age, I think I said this in my video back when I was talking about my birthday haul last year, that I'm at the point in my life where people don't usually give me gifts for my birthday that are, you know, things I have had on my mind. Sometimes it's a surprise, sometimes it's a card, and it's all very thoughtful, but I do miss sometimes being a kid and being showered with things that, you know, you really wanted, like Barbie doll, or, you know, a new toy set, or a new video game, or a pair of shoes you really had your eye on. I remember I was, I think it was my 16th birthday. I have a picture of them on my Instagram, these custom shoes I got. Converse used to have a really robust shoe customization feature on their site. I don't know if they do anymore. I'm not really into Converse anymore, but I do have some. I think I have 2 pairs. Yeah, a Hello Kitty pair, and then the ones that I have that I made myself or customized myself. And it's kind of like right at the height of shoe customization. It used to be a big thing. I don't think it's still as popular as it was. at least I haven't seen it advertised as much anymore, but you know, I got to pick my base and my fabric and if I wanted it embroidered with anything. And because I was like a silly 16-year-old, my brother and I, you know, had these inside jokes, and one of them was yo mama. Like everybody said yo mama this, yo mama that when you were little, you know, that was like the thing, the insult, but it was kind of like a joke too. So on the little back tab I have yo mama. And they're still in pretty good condition. Thank goodness my feet haven't grown. I hadn't had a growth spurt. Well, in high school I didn't really, and my feet hadn't grown after, you know, being 15 years old or so. So I've been lucky enough that I can still wear my red and black print, animal print, Converse low tops, and some of like the little rubber around like the accent of the sole is kind of starting to crack, but for the most part they're holding up well. I also don't wear them a lot. They're very much like a special occasion for a tennis shoe type shoe, and because I don't have a lot of red and black, it really is special when I wear them because they have to go with my outfit at least a little bit. So yeah, but that was, anyway, why am I talking about that? You wonder what is Paws and Pearls going on about this time? My point is that they were my birthday present. My parents said, okay, you want these shoes, that's gonna be the only thing you get because they're expensive, and you know, choose wisely what you want your birthday gift to be. And I was so happy with that one, and I still use it to this day. So, you know, you think 15 years ago, well, more than that, 16, 17 years ago, I still have my shoes going strong. But yeah, nice stuff like that. I love, I've said it a million times, but gift giving is my love language. Gift receiving is also very nice. I know not everybody has that knack, but I love to think about things people really enjoy in life. And with knitting, I think it's nice because then I can like give them something handmade that's very special to them from me, which is why I was so stressed out about making sure everything was ready last year, because I now was like, okay, now I can kind of steamroll through a lot of these projects that I had lined up, which is why my task this year, as one of my goals of 2020, was to knit small so that I could finish my projects faster, or at least with more exception of being faster, so that I could have them done in time. So that is how it goes. We're just gonna finish this round here. Right now I am knitting, or I'm working in pattern until I have 2 inches of knitting above the area where we started the gussets. So I am getting close. It looks like I'm about 1 inch away now, so that's pretty good. Now that we've established our round again, after reserving the gusset stitches with a little bit of scrap yarn, I can just continue. Man, my other battery has been charging for a long time. I hope it's actually working. It's still giving me a red light, but this one is nice and fresh, so that's good. But almost to the end. And then after we knit the 2 inches, we're supposed to bind off purl-wise, I recall. I have the notebook right next to me that has the pattern and everything. I feel like I remember that much. I feel like that part took the longest, because something about doing stuff purl It's not really any different than casting off knitwise, but it takes me longer. Yep, that is kind of how it goes. But yeah, let me know if you're the type of person to just buy what you want because you know you might not get what you want for your birthday anyway, so you just do it yourself. Or if you like to be surprised by things, whether or not they're useful or practical to you or your tastes, I would love to know. Okay, so for good measure, no pun intended, we're going to take stock of what we have. Let's see where we are. Okay, so right now we are 1 inch and maybe an eighth if you count what's on the needle, but I'm not, so I'm going to say we are 1 inch even. So we only have 1 more inch to go before we can start doing our thing with the rest of this. So thank you so much for stopping by, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.